Now, this has been the thought because in the movies, okay, movies has taught that in a particular movie, okay, this person will eventually get married to this person. So there's no way that this person will leave and go and marry another person. So the movies have been giving us a wrong mindset. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bertha and I promote faith, relationship, personal development, a lifestyle, and all the good things you can think about, right? Yes. So in today's video, I'll be talking about myths in relationships or lies in relationship. Okay. Yes. In my previous videos, okay, I think the video titled "Sex in Relationship," right? Why I think the way I do, and then I think with on the thumbnail, it is what sex means to me. Okay. So in that video, I said I was going to do a follow-up video talking about myth in relationship. Okay, yes. I was going to talk about myth in relationship, so this video is here. Okay, yeah guys, it's here. But before I continue, guys, please give me a thumbs up, okay, right under this video. Please subscribe if you have not, and then please leave a comment in the comment section for me. Let's have a conversation, okay? Yeah, guys, forgive all the noise you're going to be hearing in my background because I'm in school. Yes, I came to shoot a video, okay, so I thought to do this quick one as well. Okay, so they are working upstairs. Lecturer is still teaching upstairs. So guys, please forgive all the noise you're going to be hearing in my background. Okay, so without much ado, let's jump right into today's video. Okay, so I think I also posted a video talking about your faith regarding intimacy. I want to do away with the use of the S word so that YouTube will not flag, my videos, or they will not promote, my videos, right? So I'm going to use intimacy for the S word, okay? Yeah, so thank you very much for understanding. Yeah. Okay, so like I was saying, I posted a video, talking about your faith regarding your intimacy, right? Yes, so I want to put this one out too. And when it comes to the issue of intimacy, okay, in fact, in every aspect of your life, you must have a stand as an entity. No two ways about that, okay? You must have a stand. It's either you are for or against. There's nothing like you are in between. There's nothing like you are neutral in this life. There's nothing like neutrality. No, you are either for or against. You are either in or out, okay? Yes, it's basically like that, okay? So like I said in that video, your faith should guide you, okay, your intimacy in your relationship, okay? Yeah, and the Bible says in the multitude of counsel there's safety, okay? So this video is just like a safety net. Okay, you can, it will be in your own interest, okay, to just hide, okay, under this video, learn most importantly, okay, that's the reason why I'm doing this video, right? Find safety before you decide to, repair or, be proactive. I mean, okay, that's what I want to say. Be proactive with your relationship. Okay, so the first myth I'll be talking about is when people say, oh, there's one person for everybody to marry. So, in other words, they're trying to say that every individual has somebody they're supposed to get married to. I'm like, how can that be? Okay, now how can that be? How can you say that everybody is supposed to be married to a particular human being? It is not possible. Now this has been the thought because in the movies, okay, movies has thought that oh, in a particular movie, okay, this person will eventually get married to this person. So there is no way that this person will leave and go and marry another person. So the movies have been giving us a wrong mindset about relationships, about general things, okay, and relationship happen to be one of them. All right, now movies are not even in our interest to train us or do anything. No, somebody is doing his movie or her movie for their money. All right, and some of the things that are even shown in movies is not true. You see people having intimacy in bed and then they have their makeup on, they wake up, nothing happens to their makeup, everything is intact. Cinderella or marry a particular, all those things, they are not real. Okay, okay, so all the things that you have been getting from movies that you have a particular person you're going to get married to is a lie. Now let's think about it this way. So if I have a particular person I'm supposed to be married to, okay, and unfortunately that person dies, okay, what happens? Does it mean that I'm going to stay single for the rest of my life? Okay, what if maybe somebody also ends up marrying the person that I was supposed to get married to? So that means that we'll all be marrying people's husbands. Is that not so? So when people say that there's one particular person for somebody to marry, my dear, it's not true. Okay, it is not true. All right. The baseline of who to marry is to marry a godly person. Okay, somebody that is in line with your faith. Again, like I said, you should have a stand, okay? You are either in or out. You should have something you believe in. So if you are going to be in a relationship with somebody, it should be somebody who aligns with your faith, not with your religion. Hmm? Not because in Christian religion, right, we have a lot of denominations, okay? We have those who believe they don't have to wear earrings, they don't have to wear trousers, all those things. The person's faith must align with yours. So for somebody to say that, oh, I am supposed to marry this person, okay, else I will die. My sister, it is not true. My dear brother, it is not true. Okay, you will not die if you don't marry a particular person. All right. As an individual, you have a type of people who fit you, if I should put it that way. So please don't let anybody deceive you that you are supposed to marry cuckoo this person. It's not true. What if you date this person and then the person ends up dying, like I said, like I used the example, okay, God forbid you do, does it mean that you cannot date another person? It is not true. Okay, it's a myth. So if you are in a relationship and then the person comes to tell you that you should leave this relationship and go and be with this one because this is the person God has ordained for you, my dear, think twice, okay? Think twice. You have a kind of people for you to date, but you do not have a specific person that this person is the person that you should date. It is not true. You have your type of guys to date, you have your types of ladies to date, but there's no particular person for you to date. Please, this is a myth. It's not true. It's not true. All right. So let's go to the second one. So the second one I would like to talk about is when people say intimacy. So like I said, I'm using the S word. I'm using intimacy in place of the S word, okay? Because I don't want you to flag my video, okay? Yeah. So people also, there's also a myth that intimacy is the only important thing in a relationship. I find that so amazing. How can you say that? Intimacy. Let's take this scenario for example, okay? You know how, like I said again, okay, you must have a faith regarding intimacy. You are either doing it or you are not until you are supposed to do. Like I said in the other video, right? Please go watch that video if you have not. The reason why we are in this relationship, intimacy should take the back seat. Okay, now again, like I said in that video, all right, when people eventually date and then they get married, okay, intimacy is not the only thing they do in their relationship. Well, to verify this one, you can, do a survey with people who are married. Okay, they think more about bills. They think about how to run their home. You see, there's pressure in this life. Okay, things are going to pressure you that you even forget about intimacy. I'm not saying it's not important when you are married or when you have the lances for it. Okay, so don't let anybody deceive you that intimacy is the only important thing in a relationship. It is not true. In fact, that time in the relationship, okay, that dating time is a time for you to get acquainted with each other. All right, somebody, like I said in another video again, somebody will say, oh, I want to be acquainted with the person intimately so that I will know whether the person will be active or not, whether the person will be my spec or whatever they call it. Okay, but it is not true. Now you can do it and get married and the person may have a disease or an accident that will restrict the person from being intimate with you. So at that point, what do you do? So all the excuses you have been given, that oh, let's be intimate, eventually I'm going to be married and all those things, and they even go to say that in this relationship, if there's no intimacy, there's no relationship. My dear, once the person ends that sentence, you know that this relationship is not for you. That is why I said you must have a stand. It is either you are for or you are against. All right, either ways, you know your stand. Intimacy is not the important thing. It is not the reason why you're in that relationship. It should even tell you that that person doesn't have purpose, that person doesn't have any purpose driven life, for you to say that it is the only important thing in a relationship. What happens to companionship? What happens to acceptance? Okay, people can be intimate with you and they you see, they have not accepted you. All right, that's how come we have, excuse me to say, people who have intimacy for money. Okay, in the night, they work in the night for money. All right, so intimacy is not the most important thing in relationship, right? So once it is taken out, does it mean that you become useless to the relationship, doesn't mean you can't function once it is taken out. In fact, one way for you to know whether this relationship is even going to work is when there's no form of intimacy. Okay, you can know whether you can connect with the person, you can relate with the person, you can, have meaningful conversation with the person. Because with some people, they cannot connect, they cannot relate, they cannot share ideas, their thinking ability is different. All that they need to do is to meet and then take off their clothes and have intimacy. That is not it. If intimacy is the only thing that you can do in a relationship, then you're in the wrong relationship. If the person you're in a relationship with cannot add to your life apart from having pleasure, I beg you, you are in the wrong, relationship. Your life is going nowhere basically. All right, your life is going nowhere. Okay, so don't let anybody intimidate you that sex is the most important thing in the relationship. It is not true. It is not true. So when they are in a relationship with you and then something happens to your genital, you cannot have intimacy anymore, does that mean they are going to leave you to go to the next person who can provide them what you are not able to provide? Please be smart. Okay, don't let anybody use their selfish aim or selfish desires to, I'm enjoying the air by the way, to rip you off, you know, who you are and then what you stand for. All right. This next one is actually related to the a last point that I raised. Another myth is that people also say intimacy can save a relationship. I mean, how? How can you say that being intimate with somebody can save the relationship? It is not true. If somebody is abusive, the fact that you become intimate with the person to solve whatever situation that's happening does not mean that their abusive nature have left them. If somebody is a reckless spender, okay, and then the person have intimacy with you, it doesn't mean that that recklessness, okay, is gone out of the person. If somebody is a narcissist, okay, they impose their will on you, everything must be their way, everything must go their way, they try to order you, they try to make you do things their way, they always make you compromise all the time. And then you are in a relationship with this person, okay, and you have intimacy with them, or you are having intimacy with them, it doesn't change the fact that this person is a narcissist. It does not. It doesn't save anything. It rather blinds you. Okay, so I heard about this fact that when people are in a relationship, okay, when the lady has intimacy with a guy, the lady becomes blind to more things, because the lady will be like, I can't leave this guy because we have done this together, we have done that together, we have done ABCD together, okay. But when you have not been intimate with this person, you're able to see the clear signs, okay, and decide to walk away, and it is true. Okay, per my experience, right? Now when the guy becomes intimate with the lady, now the guy, his senses and then his, everything will now be open to every mistake that the lady does. That is why ladies, okay, get dumped. Excuse me for that word, but that is it. Okay, a lot of the guys get intimate with the ladies, and once they get intimate with them and they get what they want, then they will start giving fault. They start talking about things that are wrong with the lady. They'll be like, you are not polite when you are talking, you are disrespectful, you don't have this, you don't have that. Meanwhile, when they have not slept with you, they didn't see anything wrong with you. That is why a lot of ladies are used, okay, for lack of a better word, by a lot of men, but they're not able to let go. All right. It is not true. It is a myth. In fact, it is a big lie to say that getting intimate will save a relationship. It doesn't save. It is change that what saves a relationship. If the person is an abusive person and the person eventually changes genuinely, the person genuinely changes, then the relationship can be saved. If the person is a narcissist, the person stops controlling you and then making only you compromise in a relationship, and then now gives you liberty to also bring your input, decide what you want for your life. Okay, that is what brings change, not intimacy. It doesn't change anything. If the person is abusive with their words and then they genuinely change again, genuinely change, then that is going to bring the change. Not being intimate with the person, that one doesn't bring change. It is still the same person. Okay, and then with the issue of intimacy, right? Intimacy is just like feeling, okay, okay, nice feeling, right? So when you have that nice feeling and then that time is over, all right, what happens next? Then the person will come back again to their old self, abusing you physically, emotionally, psychologically, ordering you around, you know just mistreating you. All right, so it is a big lie, and it's a big myth, okay, that no intimacy saves a relationship. It is never true. Please, it is never true. Don't let anybody know deceive you with that. Okay, yeah. So let's go to the next one. So this one is also a major one. Okay, so this one is also a major one actually. You know how people say, oh, you when you're in a relationship with somebody, you feel loved and then you love all the time. It is not true. Okay. Yes, it is not true. It's not possible that you have the same affection for your partner in a relationship all the time. It is not true. It is not true. Now, when it comes to the issue of attraction and feelings, right? They they fall, they rise and then fall. They rise and then fall. But what you have to be careful about is that they do not fall to a certain level. All right. So feelings are not fixed. Feelings, they are fleeting. All right. So it's not possible that you feel loved or you feel the same kind of love for your partner from the start of the relationship, you know, till no, it doesn't work like that. It goes up and then it goes down. Sometimes you don't feel that you are loved. Even with your family. Let's use your family for example. Okay, sometimes even from your parents, sometimes you don't feel that they are giving you that love you need. Doesn't mean they don't love you. They do. But you see, sometimes it's a feeling. That's why I said feelings go up and then they do what? They go down. But they cannot, you know, dislike you to the extent of driving you out of the house. That is to the barest minimum. All right, but it's just a feeling that comes to you. Okay, so also in a relationship your partner is not going to love you all the time. We all get angry, we all get sad, we all get depressed. Okay, at some point in our lives. Okay, our jobs, our education, stress. Okay, all these things, as a normal human being, all these things are going to happen to you. Okay, so like I said, you're not going to be you're not going to feel loved all the time. You're not going to show love or affection towards your partner all the time. It is not real. Please. It is not true. Okay, it is a big myth. So please watch out. Next one is believing that he or she will change. Change is possible. Okay. But with the help of the Holy Spirit and the individual in question, they deciding that they would change. People change, it is true. If they themselves are not believing that they are going to change and working towards it, actually, it is never going to happen. So you cannot believe for another person that that person will change. Okay, so it's a myth that believing that somebody is going to change, particularly in relationship. Okay, it doesn't happen. I think I did a video here talking about 3 tips in situationships. Please watch that video. That video is really loaded. It's okay when you're in a situationship. What are the 3 things that you can do, and which ones will help you, and then which one will not help you. All right. So like I'm explaining, believing that the person is going to change. Like I said, nobody is going to change for anybody. They will change because they want to change their ways. Okay, you cannot take that from them. When you do that, it's like you are now taking their freedom, their liberty from them. They should decide they want to do it. Okay, and that is how relationship is supposed to be. Okay, you can't force life out of the person, you can't force change out of somebody. They must come to a place where they want to do it and they work towards it. That's the even most important thing, deciding to do it and then working towards it. And the grace of God is available for all of us, to make the change happen. Okay, so when somebody is mistreating you, when somebody is a narcissist, okay, they want things to be done their way. They will control you. They won't have you do what you want to do. They will take decision for you. A such person, I beg you, is not going to change. Like I said in that video, 3 tips for situationships. Okay, their pastors couldn't change them, their mothers couldn't change them, their siblings couldn't change them, their friends couldn't change them, and then all of a sudden you appear, okay, that you want to change them. I'm sorry, it is not going to happen. Okay. Yes. It is not going to happen. Okay, so that's also a myth that we usually hear in relationships. And the last one I would want to talk about, and I believe that there are more myths, please leave them in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Okay, yeah, that your partner will provide everything for you in your relationship. Like how? How is that true? Okay, how is that possible? Now, even with your parents, okay, let's just be honest, okay, to ourselves, okay. Parents will not provide all the things that we need for us. So why will you now, you know, decide to kill somebody's son or somebody's daughter? If they can provide, it's a different issue altogether. Even with that, they are not El Shaddai, else they will die. Okay, please, it's not true. Again, let's do a survey about married people. Let's go and ask married people. Let's even go and ask them if their spouses are providing everything they need for them. If that is the case, then wives will not be working, because in the olden times, men were bringing in, you know, the money and things, but now it is not enough. The women, the married women, are equally working, and really in this life, nothing is ever enough. Okay, nothing is really ever enough. So somebody cannot even provide for you and provide everything you need in totality. It is not true. Please don't go into any relationship to go and kill anybody's son or daughter. Please don't go with that wrong mindset, that lie, that myth that in your relationship they'll provide everything for you. It is not true. It doesn't work. Okay, now you too, why can't you also provide everything for yourself? And even with your parents, okay, you don't depend on your parents forever. When you go to a certain stage, you are married, you go off. Okay, they are not responsible for what you eat when you are married. All right. And then in the case where you are not married, you even decide to go and stay on your own. Okay, to be fending for yourself. Okay, so in that sense, they are not providing for you totally. So I'm just saying that the point where they say your partner will be responsible for you totally, it is not true, my dear. It is not true. It is not true. Okay, yeah. So these are the few myths, like I promised in the previous video that I did. Guys, please let me hear from you in the comment section. Okay, what else do you think? Okay, or what contributions do you have to add to this video? Please do. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. My video, okay, one of my video is doing so well. It has about over 300 views and still counting. Yeah, and then I think it has the highest comment so far. Yes, I think that video is titled online registration and visa application. Okay, that video is really awesome. Thank you guys. Please share my other videos as well. Okay, like I said, please leave a like right under this video. Please comment, please subscribe. If you have not, you have become family already, please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Okay, yeah, and then see you in the next video. Bye.